Seward, Alaska sits right at the head of the Resurrection Bay on the Kenai Peninsula. Known for its rich history and coastal charm, it serves as both a bustling port and the main gateway to Kenai Fjords National Park. Seward adapts to quiet, frozen winters and high-energy summers. It's a self-reliant town with strong infrastructure that thousands of people depend on. And as an environmental program specialist, I've had the chance to closely examine these conditions and see how this small coastal community balances daily life and economic growth against a fragile marine environment. The reality is that Seward faces serious environmental, economic, and infrastructure challenges that impact daily life and future planning. Today we will look at 3 key areas: Seward's physical vulnerabilities, the logistics of getting there, and the environmental toll of summer tourism. First, Seward deals with acute natural hazards and an aging infrastructure. The town faces severe seismic risks, landslides, and autumn floods that regularly threaten the single highway connecting it to the rest of the state. On top of that, climate-driven ocean changes create major ecological strains, while small year-round budget struggles to absorb the massive seasonal strain of summer crowds. Second, traveling to Seward requires navigating specific costs, even though the town itself is easy to explore. In Alaska, travel is really cheap, and a motor coach from Anchorage to Seward costs roughly $65 to $80 one way, though families often save money by renting a car for the 127-mile drive. Once you arrive, getting around is surprisingly simple. Seward offers free summer shuttle, walkable waterfront, boat access for wildlife cruises, and a guided glacial hikes. However, because of its immense popularity, accommodations and tours must be booked well in advance. Finally, those massive summer crowds bring heavy environmental cost to local trails, wildlife, and municipal systems. As highlighted in the research from the Global Digital Resource Library in the ecotourism, heavy foot traffic on fragile paths like Harding Icefield causes severe soil erosion, washing it directly into local salmon streams. And out of Resurrection Bay, tour boat activity disrupts feeding habits of whales and seals. Furthermore, reporting from Scientific American on climate-driven animal changes, along with wildlife studies from the Bering Straits Native Corporation, show how environmental stressors and human activity disrupt animal coloration, migration patterns, and local caribou herds. And on land, careless food storage draws bears into human spaces, which often forces officials to euthanize conditioned animals, while peak waste volumes push local landfills and treatment systems to their absolute max. In summary, Seward is a case study in the complexities of managing a remote Alaskan port. Today, we've covered Seward's physical vulnerabilities, the logistics of reaching the region, and the heavy footprint left by seasonal tourism. Seward faces steep environmental and economic hurdles. Moving forward, the ultimate goal for this resilient community will be balancing and thriving tourism economy with the protection of the fragile ecosystem it calls home.